Hello there. I am Language-Enthusiast. How are you doing? I'm doing okay, thanks. Today is Thursday, September 28th. The time now is, that year 2023. And the time now is, 2023. Okay, 8:23 p.m. Okay. I haven't uploaded my video I recorded yesterday to YouTube yet because I didn't have time. But I'm now recording my voice, and this is my today's video. After I recorded this one, I'm going to upload yesterday's one to YouTube. Okay. In yesterday's video, I was recording my voice while I was driving. I was on my way to the dentist. That was my second time. I was not supposed to be there yesterday originally, but I received a phone call from them at around 4. I was supposed to go shopping with my daughter, and we were supposed to leave home by 4, but a little before 4, I noticed that I had a phone call from the dentist. Actually, I didn't put them in my contact, and my iPhone just showed the telephone number of the phone call. When you receive a phone call, someone's name or telephone number can be shown, right? And then, since I still hadn't added them to my contact, so just their number was shown. And I wondered who it was. And when I checked it, I understood that was from them. And I wondered why they called me. But I somehow guessed that they probably wanted to ask me if I would like them to put me to the opening that they suddenly had. And my guess was right. When I called them back, they said that they were having an opening at around 4:30 or 6. And since I was still at home at 4, and it would be totally impossible for me to get there in 30 minutes, because it takes at least 15 minutes from my house to there. So I had to give up the first option. But since I thought it would be better for me to go there to fix my tooth as soon as possible, because the longer I let it be, I'm talking about my troublesome tooth, okay, on my upper jaw. And the longer I let it be as it is, the worse it would get, I thought. So I decided to take the second option, which is 6 appointment. Okay, but in order to make it in time, I have to finish our shopping as soon as possible. But since we were still at home at 4, I had to hurry. And I went to the shopping mall, and we did shopping as quickly as possible, and we finished it in 20 minutes or so. We usually do our shopping for about, so let's see, nearly 1 hour. We look around, we took some time, and we look around, we enjoy shopping, but yesterday, since I didn't have time, so I asked my daughter to make it quick, make it as quick as possible, and she was not happy because yesterday I was going to be too busy to cook dinner for us, so we decided to buy something for ourselves, each one of us. Okay, I'm going to buy something for myself to eat for dinner, and my daughter was going to buy something for herself for dinner. Okay, but since I made her hurry, she didn't have enough time to choose whatever she wanted to eat, and she was grumpy a little bit. She was not in a good mood, but I had no choice because all I had to do was to get there on time. I never wanted to be late for my appointment, 6 o'clock p.m. appointment. And we were we came successfully back home, and then I got ready to go out. My hair was messed up so much, so I had to fix my hair, but I couldn't fix it actually because it was too messy, and I would have to wash my hair, but I didn't have enough time, so I gave it up because anyway, when I get there, when I'm at the dentist, always I have to lie on the chair, right? Their chair, and I'm almost like lying, right? Then my hair isn't a big deal, right? Anyway, it gets messy. My hair gets messy always, so I didn't have to care about my hair. I didn't need to care about my hair anyway. So I just forgot it. Okay, just forget it. And okay, but I had to put on my makeup a little bit because at the dentist, I can't wear a mask, right? If I can wear a mask, I can just care about how my eyebrows and eyes would look, right? The upper half of my face. If I was able to wear a mask, I would only care about the upper side of my face, right? But since at the dentist, I have to remove my mask. So I have to think about how my face would look. So in order to make my face look okay, I had to put on some makeup. Okay, not heavily, but a little bit. Okay, so that I could be presentable enough. Without my makeup, I look like myself just after waking up, and I would not be presentable enough, and I wouldn't want to let the other people see my face that way. So okay, and then I didn't have to change my clothes, but I brushed my teeth again to make it perfect. Because last time I went to the dentist, they used a microscope, and they let me see how my teeth looked through the microscope. And there is this screen in front of me, and I was able to see my teeth. About 30 times larger. Okay, I was able to see my teeth, and it was not the same size as my teeth, but it showed my teeth like 30 times larger. I can't explain this in the right sentence, though. I hope I'm making myself understood now. Okay. And then I was a bit embarrassed because the dentist said that, there are some dirt between the teeth, though. But he didn't care much about it because it happens, right? But I was embarrassed because I didn't brush my teeth 100%. Okay, I used floss, I used toothbrush, but I didn't use the smaller type of, I don't know how to call it in English, but it's a much smaller sized toothbrush and a tuft or something like that. It might be called like tuft brush or something like that. I don't know. The expression I used was okay, is okay. I'm not sure, but it's a very, it's a sharp round toothbrush, okay? And it's much smaller, and it's specifically for brushing teeth, between teeth. It's specifically used for brushing between the teeth, okay? Because usual toothbrush cannot get into that deeply. So, like some countries, like in European countries, some European countries like Sweden, people use this brush regularly, and they have less trouble with their teeth. That's what I hear, because using this particular unique brush, you can clean your teeth more thoroughly, and this helps you maintain your teeth as healthy as you can. Okay, this is what I heard, and that's why nowadays it is recommended that you use this type of particular type of toothbrush other than the normal toothbrush. And I always do, but at that time, like when I was at the dentist for the first time, I didn't use the brush, so I had some plaque or dirt. I don't know which. Maybe plaque between the teeth, and I was able to recognize it with my own eyes because it was shown up in the big screen, on the big screen, which made me feel embarrassed. Okay, so that's why I really wanted to brush my teeth thoroughly yesterday, and it took some time. All right, and I had enough time to get ready, fortunately, but just in case, in order to get there on time, I used an expressway. It cost around 600 Japanese yen, like $4, I guess. But it was quicker, so I was happy that I used the expressway. But I got my exit wrong, and I went too far. But fortunately, I noticed right away, so it wasn't a big deal. and I had to go back, but I was able to get there successfully. And after I got there, I had to wait about 10 minutes or so because I went there a little bit earlier than my appointment time. And I was sitting on the sofa, and there was another patient beside me on the sofa. He was sitting on the right side of the sofa, and I was sitting in the middle with a little bit of space between me and him. But since there was a electric fan just in front of me, and the fan, I didn't like the wind at that time because I was just wearing this very thin shirt, and the wind from the fan made me a bit too cooler and chilly, and I didn't want to get cold, so I just scoot over. Is it okay? Scoot over, and I stood up, and I sat at the far left side of the sofa. So that I didn't get the wind anymore. And then my name was called, and I got into the room, examination room, and there were 2 chairs, and the last time I sat at the back seat, but this time I sat on the front seat, and then and they started giving me some happy guess because I asked them to give me that. And at first, I had to wear a mask only on my nose because during the procedure, I opened my mouth, right? So if I inhale the happy gas, it should be inhaled through my nose. So they put this small, stuff on my nose, and it was probably made of rubber or something, but it smelled a bit stinky. It was stinky. It smelled a bit bad, and it made me sick, to be honest with you. I didn't like it, but I tried to forget it, And then first, they gave me only oxygen because in our vein, or there is not only oxygen, but there is some other substance like nitrogen, probably. I didn't look it up in the dictionary, so I didn't know if this nitrogen is right or not. But let's say it's nitrogen. I'll look it up in the dictionary later. And and for about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know, I forgot. But they only gave me oxygen. And by the time my vessel has only filled with blood and oxygen, and then they started giving me nitrogen. No. Happy gas. 30% of happy gas and 70% of oxygen. Okay. And I was not sure if it would work for me this time, because the last time I got happy gas was when I was having an eye surgery. I looked the word in the dictionary. I looked up in the word in the dictionary, but the name of the surgery, I forgot. I can't remember. I can't remember now. Okay, I'll look it up in the dictionary later. But okay, I took an eye surgery about a year ago. Many senior citizens, senior people have this operation, and it's pretty famous, pretty popular. It's not a very complicated procedure, and it's not that my eyes got sick, but when you get older, your eyes tend to get cloudy, right? And then getting this procedure will solve this problem easily, because the lens of your eyes should be replaced to the new one. And I did. Only on my right eye though. Okay, and but it didn't change my eyesight very much. It was disappointing. I expected too much, and the result was disappointing. Okay, anyway, and at that time, I asked them to give me some happy gas to make myself relaxed, and they did it, but I didn't feel any change at that time. So I didn't expect too much about happy gas this time around, but surprisingly, it worked yesterday, and I felt like I was drunk, and I felt like as if I was going to feel less pain, because I was just, I don't know, dreaming. But I wasn't happy at all, because it was suffocating. I mean, wearing that mask on my nose, because the mask made of rubber or something just covered the entire of my nose, and it was quite suffocating, and it was nasty. I didn't like the feeling of the mask, and especially the smell. It smelled nasty, and because they used the same mask over and over again, I really hope that they sterilize it. Is it okay? Sterilize it. They clean it every time they use it, though. Anyway, I didn't like the smell. I didn't like the feeling of the mask, and the happy gas made me feel not dazzling, but I can't explain it, but made me feel numb, right? Numb. But it was not as much as the intravenous anesthesia I always get when I have my screening. I mean, stomach and my colon. I have had several screenings for the past year. Okay. But it was not that serious, but still I felt like numb when I got the happy gas, and it didn't make me happy actually, I felt totally opposite. I felt depressed, actually. I felt depressed. It made me feel blue and anxious. And I really wanted to run away somehow. It didn't make me happy at all, okay? I got CT yesterday, and so that they could understand what's going on with my tooth, okay? And then it turned out that I would have to have an treatment anyway. And the doctor asked me if I would like to get the treatment yesterday, but I was a bit scared, so I asked the dentist if it would be okay for me to do it the next time. I don't know why I said so. I was just scared, and I was just put it off. I was just procrastinated. But it didn't mean anything because anyway, I will have to do it the next time, right? And I went there all the way from my house, which took 15 minutes, and I paid for the expressway. And why would I have to come back next time to get the procedure? I could have done it yesterday, right? I was so stupid. All right, anyway. And I asked them to use anesthesia when I get the procedure next time. Normally, because that nerve of my tooth, which is going to be fixed next time, is already dead, which means when they drill it, it won't hurt because there is no nerve. Theoretically, but getting the procedure without using any anesthesia just scares me to death. So I asked them, would it be okay for me to ask you to use some kind of anesthesia anyway? Because I'm so scared. And then the dentist said that it's okay. Okay, we are going to use it for you, which made me so relieved. Because even though the procedure wouldn't hurt, but just thinking about the procedure without using any anesthesia is scary. So I really hope that just then they are going to use the anesthesia when they fix my tooth next time. And I really hope that I will be okay. I will be okay. Okay, and next, is there anything I want to talk about? How long? For 29 minutes. Okay, then. Okay, I think this is all for today. I'm going to read a book. I've been reading a book. This book I bought about how many years ago? About nearly 20 years ago. Just after I started studying English, and my English level was not as high as it is now. And there was a huge ship coming to my city, okay? and the port of my city, in my city. And it was from foreign countries somewhere, okay? And in those days, there was no internet. So I watched TV news, and they introduced this ship in their program. And they said that there will be a ship from foreign countries. They are cruising, okay? Cruising all over the country, all over the world, okay? And the ship, the program said that the ship was going to stop by the port in our city, and they were going to stay at the port for some time. And they were selling goods, and they were just entertaining people in the ship. So if any of you who would be interested in the ship, and also who would be interested in meeting those people in the ship, I mean, they were all foreign people. And so why don't you come to see them, or something like that? Okay, they said something like that, and I got interested in it because I just started studying English, and I really wanted to try my English and speak. I really wanted to speak to any of them in the ship, and I went there, and there was shopping place. I mean, they have various kinds of stuff. They were selling various kinds of stuff, and at this corner, they were selling books, and I was just looking around, and they are all English books, and I picked up some books, and this book was one of them, and it's a paperback, and the title of this book is Wildlife, and it was written by this author named Todd Strasser, okay? And I had read this book before. I mean, yeah, after I bought this one, I have read it. And I underlined some words that I didn't know back then. And it looks like I finished this book already. But it had been so long since I read this book first, and I happened to find this book again on the bookshelf of my house, and I got interested in it again. And why not try to read this book again, I thought. And I started reading it, and now I understand 80% of the words that I underlined back then, which makes me feel so proud of myself. And the story is very simple and written in very easy and simple English, and it's about a musician, this rock and roll group called, what was that? Let me check. Okay. What was the name of the band? Okay, Coming Attractions, or something like that. Okay, it's a story about this very popular rock and roll band called coming attractions or something like that. I think it's fiction, but I read about 1/3 of the book already, and I find it pretty interesting, and I think this book is a page turner. Is it okay? Page turner. And I think this book is pretty interesting, and I can't stop reading it because it's written in simple English, good English. It's easy to understand. So I'm really into reading this book now. Yeah, The Coming Attraction. That's the name of the band in this book. Okay, since they are still young, like early 20s, but they are very popular. They are very popular, like the most popular band in the record company. And some of them, 1 or 2 people in the band. There are 4 people in the band though, but 2 of them get carried away because they are not humble. They are not humble, not humble at all. They are, snobbish, and I can't think of any good English word now. I can't think of some good words in Japanese, but not English. Like, they get carried away because they are too young to be modest. Anyway, they earn so much money. Why not, right? And anyway, and one of them is alcoholic. One of them is, wants to be solo, okay? And they have to work hard to save the company, the record company. And since I only read 1/3, so I'm not sure what's going on. What is going on? What is going on, and what is going to happen after this? But it's a very interesting book, and since I love music and I play the music myself, I can relate to the content very much. So that's the reason I love this story. Okay, anyway, I'll let you know after I read the whole book. Okay, anyway, I think this is all for today. I'm going to talk about some other things after tomorrow. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow though. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great Friday tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.